Have you ever felt like you should be further than you are? And you just get frustrated, starting to wonder, what's the point? Is this even worth it? Am I on the right track? Am I doing the right thing? Sometimes even just, what the heck? If so, today's episode is definitely for you, because I want us to talk about how to measure progress when you don't feel that you're seeing results. Because you need to remember, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not working. Oftentimes, progress is happening behind the scenes. It's building. The work and progress and results start on the inside and are going to overflow to the outside. And you will start to see increased evidence of your efforts. So don't stop, keep going, and trust the process. Let's dive in. Do you ever wish you had more time just to breathe, think, or even catch up? Does your to-do list feel like it's never ending, no matter how hard you try? Have you ever looked around and thought, why does everyone else seem to have it all together and I'm barely holding on? If so, you're in the right place. Welcome to A Fresh Start. I'm Shannon Marquita, your habit and mindset coach, here to help you build healthier habits, feel more like yourself again, and stop burning out in the name of productivity. Trust me, I've lived the pressure of trying to prove myself, earn my worth, and juggle all the things. I know what it's like to look successful on paper, but still feel completely drained inside. That's why this podcast isn't just about information, it's about transformation. So stop scrolling, stop comparing, and stop trying to buy your way to balance. This is your space to slow down, reset, and focus on the one thing that will truly give you change, you. So let's get into today's episode. So you're doing the work, but it feels slow. You keep showing up. You keep doing the things. You check off the boxes, you make sacrifices, and yet you're just wondering, why am I not quote unquote there yet? Why has this not happened yet? I want to encourage you today of how to define real progress. It's not just about external wins. Those count. And yes, they're often easy to recognize, but the real wins happen internally, and then they overflow and expedite the external progress and wins. So, what do these real progress measures look like? They look like internal clarity. They look like emotional regulation. They look like you showing up differently, your presence, your confidence, honestly, your happiness and joy, your intentionality, your consistency, your self-discipline, and respect. So I want to give you 4 ways to measure these quote unquote invisible progress pieces, because they are going to help you grow your life in a different way. They are going to help you reach your goals faster and more manageable and maintainable than you ever thought possible. Here's what you need to do. 1, you stop reacting the same way. You start noticing when situations happen, instead of getting frustrated, maybe dropping some bad words, maybe playing the blame game or giving someone the silent treatment, you react differently. You're more patient. You're gracious. You see others' perspective more easily. You're able to process and help come to a solution or outcome as a team, or just with better leadership skills. You're staying consistent even without immediate rewards. Let's be honest. We live in a culture and current generation that is all about instant gratification. I can now get orders same day. That blows my mind. If something takes longer than 2 days, I'm thinking, wow, why is this taking so long? But really, is it that long? Or are we just used to, I want it now, so let's have it delivered? Even my groceries, I can order them and have them within a few hours. Order them by breakfast, have them before lunch. It is so crazy to me. And yes, it's a blessing, but it can also cause us to seek immediate rewards and instant gratification in every area of our life. And that affects consistency. We want to improve our health, and we're wondering, hey, I had a salad for lunch, or hey, I didn't have an extra breadstick at dinner. How come my clothes don't fit any differently? How come the scale hasn't changed? I went for a 30-minute walk this evening when I got home from work. How come I'm not sleeping better? How come I'm still stressed? It's because consistency matters. Us showing up regularly is teaching ourselves self-discipline. Self-discipline over time compounds And long-term, lasting results and rewards happen because we realize it's not just about short-term efforts. Yes, there are seasons where we need to sprint and we need to have a little extra effort and time committed. But for long-term, lasting rewards, we have to stay the course. We have to have consistent habits that matter, that we stick to, which is why we've been talking about not doing shame-based consistency, but values-based consistency, because we are in this for the long haul. We are forming the habits and the routines that matter so that real lasting progress and growth that affects and grows and improves every area of our life is getting rooted and built. You're also having more self-awareness. You are choosing how you show up and how you interact with others, how you make them feel. That is so powerful. To have that kind of power is a blessing, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility. You impact others and their thoughts and their feelings and their confidence. You think you're just over here working on your life, but you are affecting others in their own. So the more that you improve and grow and become self-aware, you are a leader whether you choose to be or not. You are affecting how others see themselves and what's possible. So you need to have self-awareness with the words that you say, the actions that you take. Verbal and nonverbal speak volumes. You're also redefining success on your own terms. For a lot of people, at first, success looks like a dollar amount. It might not be defined, but they're thinking, oh, when I get there, I'll know. But will you? What does success really look like? For most people, success is being able to take a family trip and not worry about the extra expenses. It's about being able to have the flexibility of time to be able to show up to the events that matter to you. It's being able to call your own shots of how you spend your time, how you spend your money, how you show up in every area of your life. Yes, money helps, honestly, but the real measure of success is being able to choose how you spend your time and being in control of your attitude and presence and how you show up with others in every area of your life. You have to trust the timeline. Just like a duck that you see swimming, you think, oh, it's so cool, calm and collected, just floating there so peacefully. What a life to live. But if you've ever seen a video that shows both above and below the water, they are paddling like crazy. They have so much energy and effort going because they know what it takes to have that nice, calm presence on the water of floating and gliding. It doesn't come seamlessly, but they've learned the process of what's necessary, so it seems to us on the outside that it takes zero effort. That's what we're working on. That's what we're building. We're building the habits that, yes, they take effort and time and concentration and presence, but they become so seamless because they are habits that they start to take less focus and effort, and we can start to put that energy into other things as well. But the timeline is teaching you these tasks. It's developing these characteristics. Until we learn the lesson, we will stay in this season because we aren't ready for growth of the next. This season is developing what is required for the next. So you have to trust the process. You have to keep showing up and staying committed. Every time you quit, you backslide some. You take a few steps in the other direction and have to start over. If you stay committed and don't compare to the person next to you, remember last week we talked about horse racing, and horses wear the blinders so that they don't get distracted and tripped up by their opponent. They stay focused on where they're headed and they just go until they get there. That's what you need to do. Your timeline is yours. Just like your neighbor, whatever they're working on, they have their own. You need to stay in your lane. You need to trust the process. And you need to remember that you are defining success on your own terms. And there is a such thing as invisible progress that is happening on the inside before the progress on the outside happens, where everybody celebrates and says, I can't believe it happened so fast for you. You seem like an overnight success. How did you achieve everything you've been working towards? And you laugh a little because you know it didn't happen overnight. This has been years and decades in the making. This has been tears shed energy exerted, questioning yourself and the process, but knowing that you are on the right track and that you are working towards everything that is important to you so that you can achieve true, lasting success. I also want to encourage you with 2 things that will help support you on your journey if you find in these times that you are lacking energy or you just need to pause as you're trying to help redefine your purpose. You can grab my Purposeful Pause guide as well as my Energy Boost guide. Both are tools that you get to keep forever, and they just help you with both your mindset and energy to show up how you want to show up in your life, to refocus some of your thoughts, to put down in writing what it is with clarity that you're working towards, as well as give you support on your journey. Because I need you to remember that you're not behind. You are building something real, and that takes time, that takes patience, that takes focus, and that takes energy. Progress isn't always loud. Oftentimes it's quiet, but it's steady. Let your progress and your efforts and the internal changes speak volumes as they begin to overflow on the outside. I'm so proud of you. Keep going. And remember that I'm always here for you for whatever you need. Talk to you soon. I'm so glad you're here today. This conversation matters, and I know it's going to make a difference in how you move forward. If you'll do me a favor and take a minute to share this episode with a friend and leave a review, your words help others find their way too. For more resources, next steps, and to work together, you can head to my website, shannonmarquita.com. That's MARQUETA. Everything you need is waiting for you there. And if you're looking for honest conversation and extra encouragement with people doing the same kind of work, come join my free Facebook community. The link is in the show notes. Until next time, trust your pace, protect your peace, and remember, you are not behind. Take what you need from these episodes and know that a fresh start is always possible for you. I'm so proud of you. I'm thankful for you, and I look forward to talking with you again soon.